Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope everyone's having a great Halloween season, great month. Everything's going fine for y'all. It's been about 2 weeks now since we had the New York City Comic Con Funko Pop release, and I had a little bit of luck in stores, but a couple items I was unable to get in stores because we don't have a store here. So if you're familiar with New York City Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, LA Comic Con, I mean, all the different Comic Cons that we have every year, they do Funko releases. They'll release, two, three different pops exclusive to different stores, whether it's Barnes & Noble, Hot Topic, Think Geek, GameStop, FYE, Box Lunch. I mean, the list goes on and on of the different stores that have exclusive pops and other Funko-related items. Even though I live in one of the biggest cities in the country, we are short on some of the stores that are part of the, releases. And usually I strike out whenever I try to buy stuff online. I usually don't like buying stuff online anyways. I like to go to a store, find it, hunt it down, etc. But unfortunately, because Funko Pops are so, sought after and people go crazy, and we have to deal with flippers, of course, so they go in and buy like 30 of everything before you get to it, and you just want to buy one to own one, but it is what it is. Usually, of course, I don't buy things online, but I'm, I don't have any other choice. But then even when I do try to get on the line, it's like, sorry, sold out, or the website just crashes. But I got lucky this year. I'm going to share with you what I got for my New York City Comic Con Funko Pop haul. And starting off, I did head up to a mall that has Hot Topic and Think Geek stores, and I ducked in there to check them out and see if maybe by chance they'll have the few pop items that I was hoping to find and take a chance on it. So, first off, I went to Think Geek, and they had the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yes, this is one of the greatest cheesy movies of all time, but the artwork on this is just impossible to pass up. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, you definitely should watch it, especially this time of year. I mean, it's just so crazy and silly, but fun, and a little bit of scary moments, but it's just more fun. But yeah, you can see here, these are the 2019 Fall Convention Limited Edition, okay? And of course, they have other ones at the actual New York City Comic Con itself. I think the only difference is it's a different sticker. Big deal. I don't care about that. I wanted the pop. The pop looks amazing. So, yeah, we have Slim from the Killer Clowns from Outer Space movie. Check out the artwork on the back and side. And there you see actual characters. They only released one from the movie, but that's fine. I like it. So, I'm totally fine with that. So, that's excellent one. Then we had at Hot Topic, which thankfully the mall I went to has a Hot Topic store right down the hall, and I picked up this one that I was like, I know. Let me back up. I woke up that morning and I was gonna go up to the mall whenever it opened, maybe, depending on my luck online. I get online and I see that pretty much all the pops I was looking for Hot Topic and Think Geek were available. I get on Hot Topic's website. I put it in my cart. I wait like 5 minutes to do something. I come back. When I go to check out, they show sold out online. So I was like, okay, I got to go to the mall no matter what now. But I got lucky because I was like only maybe number 15, 20 in line, so there wasn't that much of a crowd. And I picked up the Evil Groundskeeper Willie. Yes, Treehouse of Horror. More of them. I'm so happy they're making Treehouse of Horror pops. We've got the the five members of the Simpson family that came out about a month ago now, and now we have Groundskeeper Willie. This is from the episode where he's basically Freddy Krueger, and the kids Bart and Lisa, they don't want to fall asleep because Groundskeeper Willie will get them in their sleep just like Freddy Krueger, and I love it. So I got those two in stores. Okay, so didn't have to worry about missing out online. Now, the store I mentioned that we don't have here in Houston anymore, we used to have them, is called FYE, For Your Entertainment. And I know most of you out there probably have been to their stores or you know of their stores. And if we do have one in Houston, I don't know where it is because I think the last one we had here closed in like 2005, 6. And even when I'd go to that store sometimes, it's in North Houston, I guess just north of downtown Houston is where it's kind of was located. But I would go there and it was dead. Like they just had no business in there at all. People were never in there. And this is back when you were still selling CDs and maybe cassettes, but mostly CDs and such. And you don't even sell that nowadays in any stores. So this is a long time ago. But yeah, they really didn't have a lot of business. So I'm not surprised that they shut down. But sadly, now they're getting in the Funko Pop exclusive business, and we need them to be around. So I have a box here, and a couple of items I'm looking forward to seeing in person. So let's slice this open carefully, of course. We don't want to have it all shipped here and then slice something to shreds. That would not be good. Well, at least they put some protective bubble or some kind of protective padding on it at least. So we've got that. So I'll show you. So we got a little bit of protection for the shipping. A lot better than Amazon. If you saw my Becky Lynch pop, that one right there, the Amazon exclusive Becky Lynch pop, if you saw the picture I posted where they literally just put it in a box and then taped it up and threw it in the mail, and the box was like 3 times the size of the pop, so it rattled around the entire time. All right, we've got a couple of pops coming out of here. All right, here's my little invoice, so I don't need that right now. And there's a nakedwines.com $100 wine voucher card in here. Okay. Well, if you're a wine drinker, I might share this with you because I don't really drink a whole lot of wine, so I don't know if we'll need that. But let's get to the actual reason I'm opening this box, and that's for the pops. So hopefully these are in good shape. Okay, here we go. So first off, just mentioned the Treehouse of Horror pop. Well, super excited to be able to say I have this. This is Vampire Mr. Burns. This is where they're parodying the Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman, where he played Dracula. And we got Burns here. Oh god, I love Treehouse of Horror. And this was like one of the early, like this is what, maybe Treehouse of Horror 3 maybe or 4. It was one of the early episodes. So yeah, I love it. And there's so many characters of Treehouse of Horror that they could make pops off of. So I'm hoping they continue this for the next few years at least. And finally, here is about mid 2014, early 2014 is whenever I finally decided to start getting into the pop game. And my wife and I, told you before, we bought Wonder Woman and Michelangelo Funko Pops as our first 2 pops in our beginning of our collection. And then from there, I started getting into the subscription boxes where I would get random pops in those, and the collection built from there. And then, of course, I'd go to the stores and find other ones that I wanted to purchase, but that's where the pops started. Around 2014, 2015, going into there, I think it was like early 2015. There was a store at a mall here in Houston, and they sold collectibles and such. And they always had on their racks, they had tons of just the same pops all the time. And I'd go in there and I'd see Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Kevin Smith, or Jay and Silent Bob. They just have the Jay and Silent Bob pops, the individual ones, all the time. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm a diehard fan of Clerks, Kevin Smith, all his movies, everything he does, podcasts and such. And I'm like, okay, cool. But they had a bunch of them there. So I was like, all right, I want them, but I'll get them later. I know where they are. If I really need to get them, I know where they are. Because they weren't moving, apparently. They had a good, I would say at least 8 of each one. They had 8 Silent Bobs, 8 Jays, just sitting on the rack. And they were always there at the mall. And this is for like a few months in a row. And then when I finally decided I was going to go get them, I looked there and they didn't have any more. So I was like, okay. And then the store closed. So I was like, oh, well. Then I get online and I start seeing people are selling them for like 150, 180 for the pair. I'm like, well, now I feel foolish. I should have bought the 2, at least one of each for me just to have. But then they announced that New York Fall Convention was going to have Jay and Silent Bob reboot Funko Pops, or Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back Pops, part of that. And what they are doing instead is not Jay and Silent Bob, but Blunt Man and Chronic, their superhero alter egos. This is freaking awesome. So Jay and Silent Bob, of course, pop culture icons, and you have their Bluntman and Chronic superhero personas. I love this. This looks so awesome, and I cannot believe I was able to get this on FYE's website without it crashing. So, yeah, I picked up these two, and it did freeze on me a couple times while I was checking out, and I was just waiting for it to not process, but I was able to add it to the cart. Took a while more, and went to the payment screen, selected my payment, and then I got a confirmation. So I was like, okay, they should send it to me, I hope. And here we have it. Jay and Silent Bob, Strike Back, Bluntman and Chronic characters. Of course, we have the new Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back movie. It just premieres this week. It's in theaters and select theaters right now. And then I think the world release is like next week or something like that. They just did the Chinese theater. What's the name of the theater? It used to be Grauman's Chinese Theater. It's called something else now. Congrats to Kevin Smith. He just got and Jason Mewes. They both got to put their hands in the concrete at the in front of the theater earlier this week. So that was awesome, and I love it. I'm so happy I have these. I just need to get my hands on the original Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back Pops. But yeah, so I've had the pleasure of meeting both Jay and Kevin. I met Kevin Smith in 2015 here in Houston. It was at a comic book shop, Southwest Houston. He was just doing a free appearance signing, and I got to meet him and whatnot. And then like 2 days later, or the next night, my wife and I drove to San Antonio to see him do Hollywood Babylon with Ralph Garman. And then I met Jay a year before that at Comicpalooza here in Houston. He was appearing along with the couple of guys, Mike and Ming from the Comic Book Men show. They were there as well, and so I got to meet Jay and take pictures with both of them and everything. So yeah, they're both really awesome guys, and hopefully I can get to meet them again and get this autograph. That'd be really great. But there we have it. That's my Funko Pop haul for the fall convention, New York Comic Con Pops. I think this one actually impressed me more than the San Diego Comic Con pop release. There wasn't really a whole lot that came out in the San Diego Comic Con release that I was like, I gotta have. There were a couple other ones that came out part of this release that I went to the mall recently, and they still have them on the shelves. So a lot of the other pops weren't as sought after, but I know people were going after this one. I don't know if it's still available or not. I know it's sold out on their website, but I was able to get one at the store. So, and they were selling pretty fast when I was at the store for the Groundskeeper Willie. The Killer Clowns, I don't think it was that sought after. I mean, a lot of people don't even know about the movie. It's an older movie, so a lot of people don't know about it. And I'm not sure about the Vampire Burns. I don't know if it's as, again, hard to find or not. But I know for sure this one sold out pretty quickly. So if you're looking for it, good luck. Hope you can find one, of course, and for the right price, not flipper price. Okay, well, I just want to share with y'all my Funko Pop haul finally. I was waiting for these to come in. I had these already for the last 2 weeks, but been waiting on these to arrive so I could do one video. No reason to do multiple videos on just a couple of other pops. So just wanted to share with you what I picked up in case anyone was wondering. And if you were searching for certain pops, you wanted to see how they looked, here's how they look. And I think they look amazing. These are just really good ones. And good time of the year, right? Because you have Treehouse of Horror, Killer Clowns. Okay, these just came out, and it's Halloween season. Great pops to have right now. You have costumed characters there of Bluntman and Chronic. Also, great timing. And then, of course, the movie just released. So, why not? All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you leave me some comments below. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. Please give me a thumbs up. Just, hit it. Hit that like button. There you go. Just that thumbs up. Just click it. There we go. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. This is PCJ, the Pop Culture Junkie. Signing out.